Sixth grade child care test. Please pause the video if you need more time to complete an answer. Please type your first and last name. Babysitting. Name 2 characteristics of a good sitter. Spelling does not count. Name 2 characteristics of a least favorite sitter. Please pause the video if you need more time to complete an answer. Babysitting. Before accepting a job. When you arrive. For the following questions, choose A, information needed before accepting the babysitting job, or B, information needed when you arrive at the babysitting job. The amount paid. Please choose A or B. Emergency phone numbers. Number of children you will be watching. Ages of the children. A tour of the home. Any additional jobs to be done. The address of the family. Select the correct multiple choice answer. Choose only one answer for the following questions. As a babysitter, your main purpose is to if an emergency occurs, you should which one is the phone number for the Poison Control Center? You should call the Poison Control Center when all of the foods are dangerous for children to eat. Which one is the number 1 food that causes choking deaths in children? The age group that is most likely to choke to death on food is the best shape to cut food to prevent choking deaths is what is the name of the life-saving technique that can be used to save a choking adult? Which step do you do first to dislodge food from a choking infant's throat? If a child has a nosebleed, what is the correct way to stop it? Below, what age group should keep small toys away from children? Please select one of the 5 life-threatening emergencies that require immediate attention. True or false? Choose either true or false for the following questions. Toddlers can always tell the difference between candies and medicines. Some cleaning supplies, such as Windex, look a lot like Kool-Aid or Gatorade. What to do in an emergency. Handling emergencies. When an emergency occurs, you should follow the 3 C's. Please list the 3 C's we discussed in class. Pause the video if you need more time to complete your answer. Check, call, care. Explain, check what you are doing if there's an emergency. Explain, call. Care, explain what you are doing for the child in an emergency situation. Please pause the video if you need more time to complete your answer. If a child gets hurt while you are watching them, it is easy to panic. However, the best thing to do is in this section, you will answer questions on poison hazards. Be sure to read the question carefully. What is the name of the symbol that is used to identify poisonous substances? What is the name of the place you would call if you think a child has come in contact with something poisonous? List an example of a poison you may find in the kitchen. List an example of a poison you may find in the garage. List an example of a poison you may find in the bathroom. List an example of a poison you may find in the bathroom or the bedroom. In this section, you will answer questions on child care vocabulary. Choose the best answer that describes each stage of development. A child between the ages of 1 and 3 years old is called a child from birth to 1 month old is called a child between birth and 1 year old is called a child between the ages of 3 to 5 years old is called a Think about what age group you would prefer to babysit. There is no wrong answer. We discussed how kids develop through the stages of infant to preschooler. Remember PIES. Describing how a child feels has to do with their Dylan is now running and jumping compared to when he was a toddler. This is an example of which stage of development? Jake is sharing how he feels by using his words. This is an example of which stage of development? Bobby is learning his colors and his numbers. This is an example of which stage of development? Bonus! Do your best to answer. If you get it wrong, it will not count against you. A toy that has caused choking deaths among children. Name a food item that you could cut up before feeding to a child. Congratulations, you have now finished your test. Please find something quiet to do.